Hello everyone. Welcome back to Learn English with Podcast Conversation. I'm your host, Alex, and today we are on episode 4. I hope you're all doing great and are ready to have some fun while learning English. Are you excited? I know I am. Today, it's just me talking to you, but I promise it will be engaging and fun. We'll cover different topics, tell some funny stories, and I'll ask you some questions. Feel free to answer out loud or just think about your answers. Let's make learning English fun and interesting. Let's start with a funny story. Do you like funny stories? I do. Here's one for you. Once upon a time, there was a man named John. John was always in a hurry. One day, he was late for work. He quickly got dressed, grabbed his bag, and ran out of the house. As he was running to catch the bus, he noticed something strange. One of his shoes felt different. He looked down and saw that he was wearing one black shoe and one brown shoe. Can you imagine that? Have you ever done something like that? It's so funny, right? John didn't have time to go back and change his shoes, so he went to work with mismatched shoes. All day long, his colleagues were laughing and making jokes about his shoes. John was embarrassed, but he also found it funny. At the end of the day, he decided to always check his shoes before leaving the house. And from that day on, John became known as a mismatched John at work. Now, have you ever worn mismatched shoes or socks? It's okay if you have. Everyone makes mistakes and it's important to laugh about them. Let's have some question time. I'll ask you a few questions and you can answer them. Ready? What did John forget to do before he left the house? How did John's colleagues react to his mismatched shoes? What nickname did John get after his funny mistake? Great! I hope you answered those questions. If not, you can always rewind and listen again. Now, let's learn some new words from the story. Mismatched, when two things do not match or are different. For example, wearing one red sock and one blue sock is mismatched. Colleagues, the people you work with. Embarrassed, feeling shy or ashamed about something. Can you make a sentence with each new word? Try it out. Here are some examples. I wore mismatched socks to school today. My colleagues are very friendly. I felt embarrassed when I fell in front of everyone. Great job. Now you have learned 3 new words. Try to use them in your conversations this week. Do you like jokes? Let me tell you a funny joke. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Isn't that funny? Do you know any jokes? Try telling a joke to your friends or family. It's a great way to practice English and make people laugh. Now, let's have some more questions. Think about your answers and try to say them out loud. What is your favorite funny story? Have you ever told a joke that made everyone laugh? What do you do when you feel embarrassed? It's good to think about these questions and try to answer them. It helps you practice your English. I have another funny story for you. This one is about a talking parrot. There was a woman named Sarah who loved animals. She had a pet parrot named Polly. Polly was a very smart parrot and could say many words. One day, Sarah was having a party at her house. Many people came, and Polly was very excited. Polly started saying, "Hello. How are you?" to everyone who walked by. People were amazed and started talking to Polly. But then, Polly said something funny. Polly said, "Where's my cookie?" Everyone laughed because they didn't know parrots liked cookies. Sarah explained that she always gave Polly a cookie as a treat. Polly loved cookies so much that she would ask for them all the time. Can you imagine a parrot asking for a cookie? It's so funny. Do you have any pets? Do they do funny things? Let's practice some sentences. Repeat after me. The parrot asked for a cookie. Everyone laughed at the parrot's question. Sarah's parrot can say many words. Great job. Repeating sentences helps you improve your pronunciation and fluency. Now, let's talk about some common idioms and expressions in English. Idioms are phrases that have a different meaning than the literal meaning of the words. They can be fun to learn and use. Break the ice. This means to start a conversation in a social setting, making people feel more comfortable. For example, at the party, we played a game to break the ice. Bite the bullet. This means to do something difficult or unpleasant that you have been avoiding. For example, I need to bite the bullet and finish my homework. Let the cat out of the bag. This means to reveal a secret by accident. For example, Jane let the cat out of the bag about the surprise party. Can you use these idioms in sentences? Give it a try. We played a game to break the ice at the meeting. I need to bite the bullet and call the dentist. He let the cat out of the bag about the new project. Let's do a fun activity with tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are phrases that are difficult to say quickly and can help improve your pronunciation. Here's a classic one. She sells seashells by the seashore. Try saying it 3 times fast. It's tricky, isn't it? Here's another one. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Keep practicing these tongue twisters. They're a fun way to improve your speaking skills. Are you ready for another story? This one is about a forgetful chef named Mario. Mario was an excellent chef, but he had one problem: he was very forgetful. One evening, Mario was preparing a big dinner for a group of important guests. He was cooking pasta, soup, and a delicious cake for dessert. Mario was so busy that he forgot to set the timer for the cake. While he was busy cooking the other dishes, the cake stayed in the oven for too long. Suddenly, Mario smelled something burning. He ran to the oven and saw that the cake was burnt. Mario was very embarrassed, but he didn't give up. He quickly made a new cake, and this time, he set the timer. The guests loved the dinner, and they never found out about the burnt cake. Mario learned a valuable lesson that day: always set a timer when baking. Do you like cooking? Have you ever forgotten something in the oven? Let's think about the story of Mario the chef. Here are some questions for you. What did Mario forget to do? How did Mario feel when he realized the cake was burnt? What lesson did Mario learn? Reflecting on these questions helps you understand the story better and practice your English. Let's learn some new words from the story of Mario. Forgetful, someone who often forgets things. Timer, a device that measures time and helps remind you when something is done. Embarrassed, feeling shy or ashamed. Can you make sentences with these words? Here are some examples. My friend is very forgetful and often loses her keys. I set a timer when I bake cookies. I felt embarrassed when I made a mistake. Great job. Keep practicing these new words. Here's another joke for you. Why did the scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Do you get it? It's a play on words. The scarecrow was outstanding because he stands in a field, and he was also outstanding, as in excellent. Now, let's learn some fun facts. Did you know that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance? Isn't that a fun word? And did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still edible. Amazing, right? Let's practice some sentences with the fun facts we learned. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Honey never spoils. Try using these sentences in your conversations. It's always fun to share interesting facts with others. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We talked about funny stories, learned new words, practiced idioms, and had some laughs with jokes. Remember, learning a language is fun, and it's okay to make mistakes. The important thing is to keep practicing and never give up. Thank you for joining me today on the Learn English with Podcast Conversation. I had a great time, and I hope you did too. Don't forget to practice your English every day and share your funny stories and interesting facts with your friends and family. Until next time, this is Alex signing off. Have a wonderful day and keep smiling. Bye!